What's up, everybody? Upfront Tony here from Upfront MMA. YouTube. It is always good to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. Without further ado, I want to get into the MMA news that's been popping off. Today is November the 25th, 2025. Turkey Day is just 2 days away. Black Friday is 3 days away. Is it still okay to say Black Friday? I don't want to get in trouble for racism or nothing like that. I don't want to distinguish between different Fridays. You know what I'm saying? But either way, buy me things and don't touch my turkey leg. Let's get into the news. Today we're borrowing from MMA Zone. Really enjoy this channel. Hurry up, take your backsides over there, subscribe, and then you can see the stuff that I'm reacting to sometimes on occasion. Ready? Let's go.
Everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today,
Thanks.
Let's get started with Ilia disappointed in JDM performance versus Islam Makhachev. Following UFC Qatar, Ilia was recently interviewed.
I think just about everybody's a little disappointed in Jack's
by Alvaro Comenero.
performance.
About Jack Della Maddalena's performance against Islam. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support.
And while he's telling you to leave a like on the video, go check out the sponsor, RainBet.com. Great place to place bets. You can place your bet all day long over there, RainBet.com. Now, you can place your bets. You can place around in the casino. You can pace around in the casino while you're placing your bets. Do whatever you want. Not to mention when you're playing the blackjack online like I like to do in between my betting. Some of the girls is pretty hot over there on RainBet.com. And they little cleavage, leave it to cleavage, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's worth. Even if you lose money, you feel like you won. Either way, back to it.
Support the channel. Topuria thinks that JDM basically gave up and didn't want to be in the fight, and Islam did exactly.
My boy was crying.
Put on a
Like, oh.
He also called out Islam and said he hopes the fight happens because we would see a very desperate Islam get put to sleep. Here's what Ilia had to say. Well, Islam has now become the welterweight champion. Honestly, I was.
Yeah, it's like Islam Makhachev. Look at this guy like spiking that little dog in a cartoon. Wanna play ball, Spike? Wanna play ball? Huh? Wanna play ball? You're like, get out of here.
Was very disappointed in his performance. But more than his performance, the one that disappointed me more was the performance of the former champion, Jack Della Maddalena.
I like Topuria.
Putting up zero resistance. He seemed completely unwilling to even be in the fight. In the end, Islam did his job. What he always does. Fight's super boring. He doesn't care about the audience. But anyways, hopefully me versus Islam also happens. They would also see a very desperate Islam trying to get a dominant position and catch his breath. And they would see me with a lot of spark to put him to sleep, which in the end, I would achieve. Then, in an interview while flying in his private jet.
Now, look, it ain't impossible. A lot of times, the shorter guy can have quite the advantage in wrestling because your center of gravity is already lower. You're already down there for the shot. It ain't that easy to be the taller guy and getting under the shorter guy. You know what I'm saying? Little short kings, they do got something they can do good. You know what I mean?
Armin said that he wanted to.
Don't you be embarrassed.
With elbows, cut it all up and win by TKO. I'd like to smash him with elbows, cut up his whole face, and finish by TKO.
My man, all other fighters are complaining about travel expenses, and Armin got even Conor McGregor ain't got a private jet and shit. But does he? Nah, he ain't. Conor McGregor ain't got no private jet.
Even Daniel Cormier thinks that Armin is the scariest guy to Ilia Topuria fans, saying that the two are
He probably does.
The best lightweights in.
Look at this, man. And sure, they're natty, bro. Totally natty, both of them.
In the world. DC says that Armin can do just about everything from striking to wrestling, and he.
Kids, you can do anything you want in this world. You want to be the greatest fighter in the world? Get started now young. And early on, find you a fantastic chemist.
He's the biggest threat to Ilia right now. Here's what DC had to say.
But I believe that the two best lightweights in the world, if Islam Makhachev is now the welterweight champion, it's Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria, bro. And that's not even in question anymore. Bro.
Yeah, it is. It would be ridiculous for Ilia versus Patty to happen before Ilia versus Arman.
Oh, he's big. He's strong. He can really wrestle. He can strike. He can do just about everything. And his top control is what's a real issue. And I believe that's the problem. That's the scary thought for anyone that are Ilia Topuria fans. Because if there's anyone that could replicate that game of Makhachev, or at least to a degree,
You know that is correct.
UFC updates. Sadly, there are no UFC fights this weekend.
I hate it when there ain't no UFC on the weekend, man. There is, I think there is some one fights on Friday though, but I gotta make money, man. I can't make money in no fights to bet on. They got me over here betting on soccer. I'm like, I don't know much about soccer and shit. I'm like,
Following Qatar.
I'll go with my betting Discord, which I highly recommend you join the betting Discord, because then when you don't know what to bet on, the boys will tell you. And if you want to get the secret link to it, x.com upfront MMA in the bio. And also while you're there, if you've got a pornography addiction, click the link for the Quitter app, go and join. I make a little bit of money, and it kind of like keeps my soul good because I'm teaching you about gambling. Thanks.
Let's take a look at what's happening in the promotion. Let's kick it off with Ariel Helwani saying that Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes is reportedly the frontrunner for the first ever Paramount card in January. This whole time, the MMA community was led to believe that Ilia would be headlining the first ever Paramount card. Now, it seems like they might have to go with a backup plan because things didn't work out with Topuria. Ariel said the following: "It sounds as of now that the Ilia
Backup plan, bro. That's not much of a backup plan. You're like, all right, plan A, we're going to go in, we're going to completely destroy him. It's going to be, we're going to murderize him, just pulverize him. Plan B is, we're going to send in 2-3 midline guys, see what kind of fire they can take. Then maybe we'll go in."
Topuria fight is not scheduled for January. What I'm hearing the plan is frontrunner Kayla versus Amanda.
Oh, my
Could they
God.
do both? Sure, but I'm not.
Oh, my
That's a part of
God.
the mix.
It's a good fight.
Kayla versus Amanda is a big
But first,
start off the Paramount deal. As well as
First.
the topic of the first UFC Paramount card, rumors were circulating of a fight between Alex Pereira and Carlos Ulberg for
you follow up front MMA. It ain't no damn rumor. Rumor. Y'all gotta get with the program.
UFC 324. Timothy Wheaton, who works for Low Kick MMA and DAZN, host.
My man, how he following more people than follow him and shit? Yeah, 2,800. I was like, what them numbers look backwards and shit? Damn, he must like a lot of things.
The following on social media. This is not yet confirmed, but I'm hearing rumors that the UFC is aiming for Alex Pereira versus Carlos Ulberg at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for January 24th, UFC 324.
It's just confirmed, dog. You need to go to Upfront MMA.
It's important to note that he said it in.
Speaking of, upfrontmma.com is a thing, but it's being developed right now as we speak, and it will be your centralized hub for all MMA news kind of stuff. And I'll be having it here for you. And it's a fucking beautiful website. Even the websites are old and uncle.
In the first line that it's
Boomer and
confirmed,
shit,
and
but-
he's just hearing rumors. Well, the MMA community was going crazy over the fight with a lot of mixed reactions. This fight rumor started trending to the point where Ariel Helwani had to come out.
I like that
and
fight.
and address the rumors.
I'm fine with that. There's still room for the UFC White House card.
Is going to happen on the January 24th Paramount Plus card.
You
I
can
did
do
check in
both.
with some people, and they told me that this was not true, and that the hope is still White House card against John Jones. That's the current hope, and there's been no discussion of a Carlos Ulberg fight. So I had reported earlier that what I mentioned on the show that
Ariel, you don't know a
is
goddamn
Jones.
thing.
I don't know if that's the only title fight on the card, but I can tell you that Ilia.
You like Dylan Dennis and shit.
That's why I've sort of changed my stance. This could all change by tonight. They could call up these guys and say we want you to fight on the card, but
Look at that. No.
as of Saturday night and yesterday.
Did you know what I was going to say look at? Do y'all knows what I said I was going to say look at? Because I don't want to say it, but everything these days people get mad
When
at.
I was checking in post show, I was checking in, and yeah, that's what I came up with.
Now, let's move on to the UFC ranking updates following UFC Qatar. We'll start with the welterweight rankings following Ian Gary versus Bilal Muhammad. Ian Gary moved up 4 spots following his win and is now ranked number 2 in the welterweight division. As
For
Bilal,
real?
He moved down 3 spots and is ranked number 5 now. Also, Shavkat moved up a spot and is ranked number 3.
Guys, I apologize to you. I apologize. But did not Ian Gary and Shavkat fight for an interim title? And Ian Gary lost. Shavkat won the interim belt. What happened to it? Did he give it up or was it taken from him or something? But I got my ear to the street soon. What happened to Shavkat being interim champion?
Moving on to the lightweight division, following the fight between Arman and Dan Hooker, the rankings remained the same. Arman is still ranked number 1 in lightweight, whereas Dan Hooker is still ranked number 6. However, as for the men's pound-for-pound rankings, following his win at Qatar, Sarukian is now ranked no.
How the hell Jack Della Maddalena is on the top 15 pound for pound? Come on.
Number 13. Bilal moved down 2 spots to 15. Next, we have Kyoji Horiguchi entering the flyweight rankings at number 8. And finally, following his big win, Waldo Cortez.
This man is going to be the heavyweight champion, bro. Keep an eye out on your boy Waldo. I'm telling you. I've been watching his Twitter account, and I remember when he was like, please, I'll fight anybody, anything. Just give me some fights. Now they're giving him fights, and he's pulverizing people. He's got the right attitude. He's got the look for the thing. Well, not the look for the thing. I'm just kidding. What am I? Who am I? Why are you judging men's looks and shit? Because I'm gay. Damn.
Costa is now ranked top 5 in the heavyweight division. Lastly, we have Song Yadong apparently signing the contract for his next UFC fight. Recently, footage dropped online of Yadong.
I would change my shit. I'd be like, yeah, I'm changing my name up just a little bit. I'm going to change it to, instead of Ya is actually Japanese for big. And I'm just going to switch it up so the English fans can know exactly what the hell is going on.
Yadong receiving a, quote, letter in the mail, which was a UFC contract. He had dummies with Umar and Sean O'Malley's face printed out.
When your dong is so big that they got to make a song about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's legendary, friend.
So we're guessing his next fight is one of them two.
We already know it's going to be O'Malley. That's why they're showing him second. 2 out of 2. Why? Because the UFC is praying to God, praying the holy Jesus and the sinners. That Song Yadong loses and they can get Sugar Sean O'Malley back into the mix. Candy store?
Arman Sarukian goes off on Paddy Pimblett UFC rank. Arman was on the Ariel Helwani show when he reacted to Paddy Pimblett receiving the number 5 spot on the lightweight rankings. He doesn't believe that Paddy beat anyone worth him getting the number 5 spot.
Bro, he beat Chandler. What are you talking about, man?
Beating only the 12th and
16th
ranked fighters, Michael Chandler and King Green. Here's what Arman had to say.
MMA Zone. Come on, bro. You gonna really accept that man being called king? Come on. Come on now.
Way they can give Paddy Pimblett fight. Everybody gonna laugh at them because I'm number 1
We in the media got to stick together around shit like this.
contender. I proved it again, and what do they want from me? You know, and
Make weight and actually fight when you're supposed to instead of calling out just beforehand. That's pretty much it, I
I
think.
went there, performed, just destroyed Dan Hooker, and they wanna put the guy who is fake making rank.
Did you see he moved up to 5 now this morning? Did you see that?
Bro, how you can beat like a number?
Paddy Pimblett, like that guy in jiu-jitsu who just gets promoted way too quick. You're like, God damn, how the hell he got brown belt already and shit? Or girls who get promoted. You're like, come on now. Come on, coach. Come on. I've been with a blue belt for 8 years now, and she just got here 8 months ago. She's a purple belt. 3 stripes.
Or 12 or number
I smell fishy.
I was beating
I don't smell fishy. I smell
everybody in
something
our
fishy.
division.
I smell
I
fucking.
beat like 5.
You shut up, Armin. We're talking about how I smell. Good. Go ahead, Armin. It's your turn again. Go ahead, buddy. Sorry to cut you off.
I was on the 5 or 6 win streak to get in top 15, you know, and like this guy just beat 6 people and like he's number 5.
Do you agree with Sarukian and think that the UFC is trying to inflate his ranking in order to justify?
It's a combo. They like him and don't like you.
The title against Patty or Armin
It's a
first?
twofer.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Armin also called out Ilia Topuria for his inactivity since he hasn't fought since June. He thinks that the UFC is trying to build him up to be a superstar and is protecting him from real fighters like himself. He wants Ilia to prove himself as a real fighter and accept his call out. And according to Armin, he can't go up to 170 without defending his belt first. Here's what Armin had to say. He's trying to find easy.
Armin ain't all that wrong.
Go up. And the UFC is trying to make him a superstar and defend the title. Because right now, he cannot go up to 170 because he didn't defend the title.
But this is not a world or a sport guided by logic.
You got to prove you are a real champion. And most recently, Ilia came out in an interview where he was asked who he would like to fight next. According to Topuria, he would like to fight Patty. But if the UFC won't let him move up to welterweight to fight Islam, then he wants the UFC to make a pound-for-pound title and make it a catchweight of 160. Here's what he had to say. I have Patty on my mind. I'd like to fight...
Man, pound for pound title, bro. What are you gonna fight Tom Aspinall, if you win? It's pound for pound, partner. A belt.
Hey Patty, if the UFC won't let me move up to welterweight to fight Islam, I would really like to fight Islam in the...
Could you imagine Aspinall versus Topuria? He'd just be like, he stuff him into a mayonnaise jar or something like that.
third weight category. Then in the summer, there's a date when they'll move me up to welterweight, and I'll fight for the third belt. Or maybe they will create a new belt called the pound-for-pound title at a catchweight. So I'll fight for that pound-for-pound belt. Let's see. There's plenty of options. Let's see what the future holds. After the clip surfaced...
Man, I'm looking at myself on the camera. You can tell I've been skeptical my whole life. Them skeptical lines is into my forehead and shit. Like, the hell? I'm very skeptical about all this. Very skeptical.
Online, Armin Sarukian reacted on X by writing,
Life of
"Could it be
skepticism.
any more obvious that El Pato is doing everything in his power to avoid fighting me? Well, since Sarukian has been the #1 contender for a while now, naturally, the win prompted online discussion about him fighting Ilia Topuria. Case in point, here's what Sean O'Malley had to say about Armin's win and that matchup.
Armin is no joke. Armin versus Ilia is an interesting matchup. I do not think the UFC will make Armin versus Ilia because I think they love Ilia as a champion. He's a great champion, and I don't think they really want Armin to become champion. He has a legitimate chance at beating Ilia.
I'm trying to figure out why I don't like Sean O'Malley, man. I don't know why. I'm supposed to.
Might knock him out, but if anyone has a chance of beating Armin at Ilia at 155, it's Armin the Turkey.
Like, you know what it is? I don't got no love for people with no grappling. I just ran through the list. Like, I'm not a big Pereira fan. I'm a Pereira fan, I guess. I don't hate him. But
on the MMA Arcade podcast that Patty has more work to do before he gets a title shot.
Then I'd like to see him fight Max.
Mac, like that Dak Metalena. I don't be smoking nothing before I get on the show. I don't know. Shit. We straight edge.
Because those fights get him to the title. And I want to see him get to the title because, like I said, the growth of him has been exponential. He's just that fight against Chandler, he dismantled him. And the fight before that, we saw that focus, that zeroing in to what he's got to do.
In my opinion, the more exciting out of all of them, like Oliveira and Patty would be crazy, even against Holloway too.
Yeah. I like that.
But it has to be.
I like that.
I'd love to see Patty Oliveira.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Islam's face. I'm trying to imitate that. He always looked like he's startled to see something like, oh my God. Is that two men kissing?
Also noted, however, that there are multiple contenders now at 170, and that he expects to learn who he'll fight next in a couple.
Usman back here looking like a kid in a store, and his mom's like, no, you can't have no candy today. She's angry and shit.
Of weeks, Makhachev was also asked about the possibility of facing the undefeated Shavkat Rakhmonov.
The undefeated interim champion, right? What happened?
But the champion, like many others, questioned if...
Is this like a Mandela effect? Like I'm the only one that knows that he was the champion?
Rachmanov will get tapped for a title shot since he's been sidelined.
A couple others along with me that also remember.
Over a year, a contender can't sit out for a year with injuries and then come fight for the belt. Well, if he recovers and the
Contender.
UFC decides he's next,
He's the
why
champ.
not? And of course, Islam was also asked about whether he'd be down to fight Topuria. And not surprisingly, Makhachev said, quote, "It would have to be a very good offer for me to start cutting back to 155 because I'm not young in the sport anymore, and every weight cut takes years off your health." And back to Sarukian now. Arman also revealed a big mistake he made before the Dan Hooker fight by headbutting him during their face-off, and said that if Dan wanted to, he could have backed out of the fight and
staged.
I mean, you know, if you ask me now, that was my fault. That was a big mistake. I shouldn't do that. But you can control yourself. You know, it's like automatically. You know,
You can't control yourself, man.
5-10 seconds. That's why it's a little bit.
Come on, you can't control yourself. How do you do this? You know, you see drug, do it. Food, eat it. Chick, do it. The problem. You can't control.
Dangerous. I was surprised how Dan Hooker, man, he could really say, you know, guys, I got hurt. Just give me my money. I'm gonna get ready for the next one. You know, that's why he has the balls, and I really appreciate it.
John Jones agrees.
He's a bad manager.
Recently, we had footage of Khamzat and Jones grappling in Russia. Right now, John Jones is in Russia. He revealed on X that he went to Russia to attend.
You know what's stupid? Like, John Jones is supposedly the GOAT. Why is he right here? What does he think he's gonna get a knee while they're grappling? Like, what are you protecting here for? That's why he lost the whole match. He wasn't worried about the underhook. Sorry, I mean to be like, it's the coach.
Jones grappling in Russia. Right now, John Jones is in Russia. He revealed on X that he went to Russia to attend Ramzan Kadyrov's son's birthday party, and that he's signing a major ambassador deal while in Russia. Footage surfaced online of Jones signing papers, which is believed to be for
John be all up in Russia. He was just in Russia with Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Like, a minute, like a what the hell?
An apartment in Grozny, the capital of Chechnya. It's not clear if he bought the apartment or if someone gifted it to him. Anyways, since John Jones is in Russia, it looks like Khamzat and Jones have linked up. And we're seeing grappling, which was captured by Instagram user RizVan82.
John Jones, Khamzat Chimaev.
Nah, okay, so he was gonna try to go for like a fireman's carry, but he's not got no underhooks. He just got tossed. Mashallah. What mashallah mean? Marshmallow. Nah, I'm kidding. I like all my Muslims fans. Hey, too late. $5,000.
In footage, you could see Khamzat getting the takedown on Jones, which impressed many people in the MMA community. After the footage dropped, Jones reacted on X last night, writing, "Khamzat is a real for sure.
He ain't going
that
nowhere.
Was legit.
He ain't going
He's in
nowhere.
tremendous shape, and there was only so much I could do on that concrete. What a great host. I'll never forget my time in Chechnya." Then Jones reacted to the whole Khamzat and Ian Gary beef, writing, "I think Ian may be in trouble." And then he went on to praise Khamzat, saying, "We were able to have a great dinner together. He seemed so humble, focused, and driven. At the end of the dinner, he told me he needed to drive 4 hours back to the mountains to train." After the footage made the rounds on
He
social
lying.
media,
He just
Rivzon82 shared
he just
that
don't want you to come home with him.
Khamzat because he wasn't happy with his performance.
John's like, can I go back to your house maybe and swim in the pool or something? And Khamzat's like, no, brother. I got to go 2 hours away for training. Well, that's okay. That's not, I don't mind a 2-hour drive. It's fine. No, sorry, brother. Did I say 2? I meant 4 hours, brother. I don't want smash.
Rizvan wrote the following on Instagram, which was translated.
I thought you liked smashing. I thought you liked to smash, man. Come on. I'm here.
To English. Khamzat Chimaev and John Jones tested each other's struggles, slightly surpassed Chimaev. John Jones couldn't settle with defeat, so he began to shout at the whole terrible, "No." But then Alfredo entered the case.
Alfredo?
Fight. Who can say how much? To which Jones...
Dang, you gonna name that man after a cheap pasta
He
dish?
immediately replied with agreement. Well, what are we waiting for this confrontation? So it looks like we might end up seeing some sort of ALF reality
We got
with
kicked
John
up
Jones
in the
and
head.
Hamzat Chimaev, where they compete in a grappling match at the end. If this comes to fruition, that would be huge. If the two were to compete, and considering the recent footage that dropped, who do you have in the grappling match?
There is some
Hamzat
dirty
or
moves
Jones?
John
Let us
Jones
know in
could
the
have did,
comments
but
below. And
you don't
since
want
we're
to
on
do
the
that.
topic of Jones and Chechnya, let's move on to John Jones receives major backlash for new footage. New footage was released of John Jones meeting with President Kadyrov.
Does like everybody that meet John Jones want to wrestle him or something? What the fuck? Or does he challenge everybody? Like he walks up to him, come here, motherfucker. Let's pummel.
The MMA community wasn't too happy with John Jones over the situation, given the history of Kadyrov and Chechnya, which, if you didn't know, we suggest you go research for yourself. Usually, when Hamzat is seen with
I thought Kadyrov said we ain't got no gays in Chechnya.
Kadyrov, people usually write it off.
Zing, pow,
Here,
boom.
people felt like this was very unnecessary from Jones. This is what the MMA community had to say. Oh, so he's fully media posing with a renowned authoritarian and human rights violator. Jones fans can't wait to see how y'all justify this. There's a huge difference between the likes of
Jones'
Hamzat
fans?
doing this and someone who can absolutely choose not to. Gross. Watching John Jones hang with rent can't be that high, champ. Must be broke taking this type of booking on Thanksgiving holiday. White House, be lucky.
That's kinda true.
States mixing with this.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, dog. What you over in Russia?
Again, you were such a sellout. It's one thing to be part of.
Well, your family is
It's a
here.
whole different story when you start whitewashing and sucking up to a.
Could you imagine in a Jones household? Oh, it's great. Thanksgiving's coming soon. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna host a party? Yeah, hon. You host the party. I got a thing to something to do over there in Russia. Have fun, you know. I'll pay for the turkey.
And a total.
Oh, Christmas. Oh, sorry, family. Sorry. Oh, Christmas time. I accidentally booked a Caribbean cruise. Oh, woe is me.
John Jones playing buddy with a blood-soaked tyrant who tortures and killing people at the.
He wasn't blood soaked at all. My man was his clothes looked perfectly clean. You imagine John walking up, got all blood soaked and shit. Like, nah, that's all right. Nah, we don't need to do the wrestling thing. I just shadow box toward each other. Nah, he wasn't bloody.
The apartment he bought, paid with the tears of the oppressed. That's the hug of a traitor who sold his soul for a penny.
That is an odd way to sell real estate. All right. Come on over here, oppressed. How many tears you got? 200 tears? Psh, make it 250.
Penthouse in hell. John Jones also responded to a fan on Twitter who called Kadyrov a warlord. Jones responded with, I don't know anything. I don't see anything. All I know is the man's a great host. What's your...
Damn, John Jones just turned Sicilian Italian like a motherfucker. He's like, I don't know anything. I didn't see nothing. I don't know anybody. Who are you? Who am I? I don't know nothing. In the New York airport, other airports, it says, if you see something, say something. New York airport says, you see something, you better not say shh.
Your honest opinion on the whole situation. Let us know in the comments below.
Wow. I hate weeks without no UFC, man. Nothing to react to, nothing good. Nina drama. Can we just, man, can't she just go away too while we're at it? Anyway.
In the world of the UFC, where every fighter...
Right already. All right, guy. All right, enough.
Much noise outside of it. Nina...
Oh, God. The succubus. The succubi of the frickin' MMA world. Anyhow, it's good to talk to you. You all have a nice day. I'll be back at you about the same time tomorrow. All right? Have a good one. May Allah bless you. Jesus save you. Buddha give you all the information you've been looking for. The Hindu guy keep you from turning blue. And in the Lord's name we pray. Das Vidanya.